Well, the U.S. stock market is still trying to rebound after last week's historical plunge, but will the Wall Street woes continue? Was it just a fluke? Here to break it all down for us, Greg and Kristen Taylor from Legacy Retirement Group. They are financial advisors and the hosts of the weekly retirement radio show that you can hear called Winning Retirement on 610 WTVN. And also on the Sean and Kate Show, my radio show as well. And they've written a book called Winning Retirement, too, that helps contribute to several financial publications. My gosh, you guys, stop. It just keeps going and going. Before we get into all this, stock talk. First crushes.
Well, mine was, I can't remember his name, but he got me roses in kindergarten. So that was sweet.
His name was Moneybags, if a kid got you roses.
Why didn't I marry him?
I'll say, I think you did okay. And what about you?
Well, at 3 years old, Sean, I used to sit on the curb and hold hands with Bambi Lynn. So
well,
I don't remember a whole lot about her. But
we have a lot of crushes, by the way. We don't have much time.
This is all making perfect sense now. Just like a 3-year-old holding hands with Bambi. Okay, let's move on to the stock market. Not that we really want to talk about it. I think a lot of people were a little bit worried over this past week. What is the stock market at right now? Do you know?
Well, it's up about 200 points today. So, you know, it's looking a little better today.
And it's not the numbers, it's percentages of the drop.
It is, and it's down, what, about 8% right now from its all-time high.
Right.
But, you know, a lot of people, Sean, just kind of expect the stock market to just go up all the time, right? You know, and that's not realistic.
Well, that's what it's done, and so the problem is that this is actual normal activity. You know, by all historical data, you know, it's not supposed to go up all the time, like Greg indicated there. So I think people just need to remember what their goals were when they invested in whatever they invested in. And if there weren't any goals or purposes in the way they invested, maybe it's the time to look at it. Not because the market's down, but because, hey, you need to look at, you know, where you're at in your risk levels.
So are people jumping to the conclusion this is a bear market now?
Well, it's not officially a bear market now. But what we're realizing is, you know, quantitative easing and a lot of the things where the government was putting money in artificially into our economy to prop it up.
Right.
You know, that kind of, in keeping interest rates very low, that helped the stock market kind of stay consistent. We didn't see those big swings over the last 8 or 9 years. And so now we're just getting the natural fluctuations of the stock market. Right. And the stock market goes up, it goes down, it will rebound sometimes, and sometimes it will correct. And that is just the nature of the market. Now we have to understand as investors what we're comfortable with. How much wobble factor, you know, how much back and forth are we okay with? If you're not okay with, you know, 20 or 30% over a period of time, then you have to look at how much risk you're taking. What's
that tool that you have that locks in somebody's their risk threshold?
Yes, so we use something called Wealth Guard as a part of our wealth management platform. And it's a really nice tool for those who are entering into retirement or already retired, so that they can stay true to their goals and not use emotions, things like what's going on this past week, to dictate what they do with their investments.
Very important. I know we have an offer. We always do.
We do. We want people to be able to see how much risk they're taking in relationship with their returns and find out where they actually stand, what fees they're paying. So it's a portfolio review or consultation. First 10 callers, we'll have them come in and let them see where they stand right now.
Okay, you see the number on the screen, 614-336-7660, to reach Legacy Retirement Group and take advantage of the first 10 callers of that offer. And you can also always go to legacyretirementgroup.com. Talking to you